Howdy folks, it's Effing Controller, and we're playing P.T.O. 2, and it is now January the 1st of 1942, which means we've had our first change of command. Doug has stepped down, forcibly or otherwise, and our new Admiral of the Month, which sounds like Employee of the Month, except I don't pay you, of course, and you don't get a plaque, and you also don't get a special employee parking spot, but... Just gonna stick with the title, I guess. Our new Admiral of the Month is TheKalkalash, and he has given us some new orders which are considerably different from his predecessor Doug's. I guess to put it generally, he is kind of more focused on consolidating our territory. He's having us redirect our efforts away from Southeast Asia, more or less ignoring Malaya and parts of Indonesia that we haven't taken. And he has tasked me with the immediate recapture of Gilbert, and then from there, the elimination of American bases that exist within our sphere of influence. So let's actually take a look at what he's talking about here. He's given me specific targets, of course, but you can see that there's several blue, flashy bases. He's specifically referring to, though, Guam right here, Manila, and Wake, which is right there. Wake is actually, I think, towards the top of his list, even though it's not technically within our quote-unquote sphere. Well, I guess all of the Pacific is within our sphere, but you know what I mean. He wants to have a nice, tidy border, is kind of what I'm reading into his orders as requesting. So, he also wants a decisive confrontation with the invisible American fleet, which may actually happen now, actually, because... A few of my viewers, Troy Weaver and Les Courtney, gave me some very, very excellent tips about how to achieve that, so I want to give them a big old hug, and I would like to caress their cheeks. I would like to brush their cheeks tenderly with a freshly picked rose. This got awkward very quickly. Let's talk a little bit more about how we can achieve the discovery of the invisible American fleets. So, up to this point, I've been giving orders to my fleets in this way, just hitting the order button and giving them kind of a delegated order. However, what you can do, and this is very important, is you can hit cancel here, and you can give them very, 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 very specific orders. And most importantly, I think, one of the most important parts of this is that you can tell your fleets, or your air forces aboard your carriers, to rearm. That's what I was looking for, right there. That could have saved me a lot of planes. But, better late than never, I guess. So these are going to be rearmed to torpedoes. Thank God. And none of those are torpedo bombers. Yes. Ta-da! And as if by magic, they're rearmed. And then what we can do is we can actually give them specific orders. We can have them set sail, and this is what the points are for. You can see that we have 9 out of 10. The points are basically our movement range. So I'm going to have the 3rd Fleet sail pretty much right on top of Marshall, like right about there. And then I can go up here, and that's the course I want. And that locks it in, so I can't actually give new movement orders after that point, I believe. Yes, that's correct. And then in the plan phase, though, I can tell them to patrol or to do various other fun things. So there you go. And I'm going to do the same with the 4th Fleet. So first of all, canceling their orders, rearming them, and then telling them to set sail. I might actually do the same with the, I didn't see what he said. With the other fleets, the escort fleets. But we'll see about that. I'm going to off-screen this because you guys get the idea, I think. And once the turn is about to be over, I'll pick things up. Because I think this could be a big turn. Hopefully we'll discover the Americans. Okay, so I've got the orders made. So let's talk briefly about what I want these fleets to do, what they will start doing as of the end of the turn. all of these fleets here are going to start swarming to the east to try and retake Gilbert. Now, it's worth noting that the Kalkalash has, well, frankly, some contradictory orders in in his message, which is totally fine. I'm going to exercise discretion in terms of what he has told me. So he has an overarching goal to take Gilbert back. However, he did also kind of give me an itemized list of what he wants individual fleets to do. And the 13th and 14th fleets, which are very well positioned to take Gilbert back, he has said that he wants them to go take Wake, which is a fine target as well. But, so I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm going to wait until the outcome of this turn, basically, to decide, because you can see that the 15th fleet still has orders, and the 14th is idle. The 15th, I want to have it dock at Truk to pick up some Marines anyways, so we have at least until next turn to actually give them an order to either effect, I guess. You might also notice that the first fleet has orders. That is because they have 2 battleships, and they have one very, very special battleship that I've added to it. Of course, we all know which one I'm talking about. It has the, wait for it, Yamato. It has no planes on it. That's interesting. I should probably have given it planes. I think I still can. Might do that later. But that's going to be fun. So the Yamato and the Nagato are going to go help out wherever. We'll see where that pans out. But for now, I think... oh, and I should also talk about the subs. What I have planned for them. I'm having them kind of mass around Marshall, basically. You can see that there's a... what is that? That looks like a... Looks like a one-armed Yeti on a skateboard over a number 7. He's he's ollieing over a 7. I don't know. And then all these other ones, they're all gonna head that way to hopefully sink the Americans. So without further ado, let's end the turn here. And the first fleet is first sub here. I think that's the I-1 is actually gonna resupply at Marcus. But other than that, everybody's gonna go join the party. So let's get this party started. Vroom! 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 Okay. The I-59 has been sailed over by the 19th Fleet. And that sucks. We don't have any contact with the Americans, but that could be because of the weather. That is exactly why. It's raining. It's piss and rain. So we'll just have to wait until the next turn, and we'll see what happens. Oh, so the airbase at Saipan is going to bomb the English 19th Fleet, which has 4 battleships. I'm going to watch this. I think I want them to attack the battleships. I think that's exactly what they'll do, too. Come on. There you go. One hit's better than none. That's, in case you were wondering, that's the extent of my tactical genius. 2 is better than 1, too. 3 is better than 2! Oh my. Yep, that'll do it. Well, hey, that's not bad. Snagged a battleship there. Not too bad. Oh, you know what I should have done is ordered that that sub to attack there. I gotta be careful about that, especially because we're massing our subs around Marshall. We want them to take shots at whatever is in the area, so I need to remember to be a little bit more attentive to that, but that's asking a lot, as you guys well know. I'm not gonna watch this, of course, because it's liable to be pretty boring, but then I'll keep you guys apprised of what happens throughout this phase at the end of the turn. It was a pretty uneventful turn, however, there are some worrying developments at Marshall and also in the Philippines. The American battleship fleet at Marshall is ridiculous, and they're going to wipe out our troops there. So we need to find them immediately. They need to be attacked and totally destroyed as soon as possible. In the Philippines, the Americans have an extra division that they are throwing at the division that we landed at Davao. And I have a pretty good feeling that the Marines at Davao are going to get devoured. So I think I might order them back to Davao for defense and maybe land a division of Marines that we have in the area, possibly. We'll see. Other than that, not too much going on. I have my orders laid in, so let's go ahead and end the turn. The first fleet should be setting sail as well. And the 14th and 15th are good to go. Now let's see if we detect the Americans. Gonna detect them. Got a good feeling about this. Oh, one reason why we might not have, in addition to the weather, well, never mind, is that, well, wait, which fleet is this? Do we know? Well, it's worth attacking that fleet, I guess, but I would really rather detect the battleships. And I bet those are the battleships, because it's the first fleet. Okay. I don't know how we know that it's the first fleet, but I'll take it. So let's see. Oh boy. The I-69 has detected, come on, 5 ships. So that first fleet has got to be it, because the fleet that's been shelling Marshall has 8 ships in it, and it's 8 battleships. Dear God, this could be an interesting turn. What is this? Okay, so those are the 4 destroyers, or I think it's like 3 destroyers and 1 cruiser. We got anything else? Okay, good. Okay, so I'm gonna put in some orders to attack the battleships. I need those sunk immediately. We don't have any enemy carriers in the area, which is interesting. It looks like they have redeployed or have returned to Hawaii. Okay, so I'll be putting in orders for attacks on this turn. See the position of our fleets otherwise. Yep, the first fleet is making progress towards Truk. They will be rejoining the 14th and 15th to, I think I am going to have them attack Wake at this point. And other than that, everybody's just scrambling to get east. And now the moment of truth. Tasting and judgment. On the panel today are former lower house member Shinichiro Ota. Oh my god. Ridiculous. Uh-oh. They're attacking my aircraft carriers. Hopefully not with their battleships. Oh, it's just with that dinky little fleet. So they discovered me. But we're only attacking them with fighters. Please do not attack anything but the transports with the fighters. Please, please, please. Because you will die if you do anything else. And then I don't want you to die. I like you guys. So we're going to sink their transports, which is a pain in the ass for them, because if they lose fuel, they might get stranded. And wouldn't that be hilarious? So this is a pretty low risk kind of a thing, but you know, that's it's better to actually attack a target that we can damage. Wow. And not get hurt in the process, you know? I figure that's a good, sound strategy. So they only have 4 transports left. And they're still going to get through. I'm going to watch this myself, but I'm going to off-screen it, so we'll see how this goes. Actually, I'm going to take command. I'm going to have the carriers GTFO. So let's have them go over to the side here and get kind of out of the cruiser's gunnery range. They have guns on them as well, but it's, yeah, they're pretty pathetic, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. But what I want to do is have my cruiser and my destroyers screen the movement of the carriers so that they will have something in between them, between the enemy and basically, I want to put my destroyers in between the enemy and the carriers. The reason why, I don't know why I did that. The reason why is I don't want the enemy to torpedo them with the destroyers. The destroyers are very good with torpedoes, so that would be most unfortunate if we got these things torpedoed. So they're all kind of clustered up there. I'm also going to move my poor little transports here in a minute, but they might not have a very good day today. So the Hamikaze is going to sail up like so. It's not the maximum range for it, but the reason why is, again, so that it's going to be in the way of any torpedoes. And I'm going to see if I can torpedo that cruiser. I can. Let's see what happens with this. Oh, well. So you kind of get the idea of what I'm going to do here. I'm going to off-screen the rest of this, because it might be a little bit drawn out. So I managed to get one of my destroyers caught on fire. Under other circumstances, that would be a joyous occasion, but right now, can't have it. So I'm going to move him, and there's a chance that he'll extinguish... Okay, so the fire is out. I'm going to try to torpedo this destroyer that's right by me. We'll see how that goes. If you don't put out the fire... Ooh. It will do damage over each turn that your ship is on fire. Excellent! That's how it's done! You don't just light them on fire, you kill them! Very, passionate outburst, I guess, by me. Let's see, I'm going to actually go ahead and attack this cruiser here. Actually, hang on. Let's see if I can move anywhere interesting. No. Okay. Going to attack with the torpedoes. Asshole. I don't know why I get so upset. I mean, it's a torpedo. I know that they miss. I'm very well acquainted with that fact. I'm going to have the Chikuma shell the other carrier, or cruiser. Wishful thinking. This is actually, we have a heavy cruiser versus their light cruiser, so this is definitely not a good battle for them. Not a very balanced array of forces. It did land a hit. Didn't do a whole hell of a lot of damage, though. So what I'm hoping I can do with this other destroyer is kind of sneak them over here. Yeah. That other destroyer can take orders, apparently. Oh. Well, I guess I'll have to shell. I guess that kind of makes sense. Might hit this right here. Whatever, man. Just go ahead and shell the cruiser. Look at it. Listen to the sound of his little guns there. He thinks he's a real ship. Pew pew, pew pew. Alright. I also have already moved my cruiser, or god damn it, my carriers further away. Just to get them out of the fray. What do you say? I'm gonna attack this one. He's right next to us. Oh. That would have been nice. Okay. Anybody else? My transports, God bless them. Have them go over here. And then they're gonna attack me. Probably gonna target my cruiser, if they can. And that's that. Okay, let's see what happens during the enemy's turn. And the answer to what happened is nothing. They are chasing my carriers still, which I should have realized that would be what they would do, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to have you steer. And I'm going to try to shoot this guy in the butt. Or I could shoot the cruiser in the butt. Shoot. Actually, you know what? The destroyer is actually a bigger threat because of the torpedoes. They did launch a torpedo at one of the carriers, which fortunately didn't hit. Damn it. Damnation. And then I'm gonna get this guy. Come to think of it, I'm just gonna put him in front, because that will block him from pursuing the carriers anymore. Maybe throw a torpedo his way. curses. Alright. Then we have another destroyer. We have 2 destroyers, actually. That, gonna have him go there and attack this destroyer. Should be a good shot, right? Right? I think so. It was a good shot! I was right! And you know, we actually had one of our destroyers get hit by a torpedo, and from my experiences in Silent Hunter, torpedoes really can't take a torpedo hit, but somehow the one managed to survive and is more or less fine, so I'll take it, don't get me wrong, it's just kind of weird. Might as well try to attack the cruiser. I'm gonna get real friendly with him here. Might be a bad idea. He's not my friend. But I think that is going to greatly increase our chances for hitting him with a torpedo. Damn it. I'm gonna get my cruiser up in his grill then. And, you know what, I'm just gonna shoot him. I'm just gonna shoot him with shells. I can use torpedoes, but I think shells will work just fine here too. Like how it has to redraw the sprites there. Good old Super Nintendo. Yay! Huzzah! Huzzah! Alright, and then I'm gonna order my transports to GTFO. And, hopefully we have a repeat of the previous turn in which nothing really bad happened to us. Having said that, though, something horrible will happen. We'll see. Well, they landed a shell hit with the cruiser on one of the carriers, but it didn't seem to do very much damage. So, I'm going to focus on eradicating this tiny little fleet. Actually, no, I'm going to move him. Right? And then I can attack. Yeah, I can torpedo this destroyer. Brilliant! Excellent! Superlative! Etc. Damn it! Oh well. I'm gonna keep doing what I do, and if I sink anything, I will announce it from the rooftops. Think I got another one! I did indeed. There is only one light cruiser left in this fleet. Oh my. And now I think there are no light cruisers left in this fleet, and Hoover died in battle! Well, that sucks. But anybody? No? Well, we just completely destroyed that fleet. Actually don't know who Admiral Hoover is, or I guess in this case was. Golly. Well, that was pretty good, but we have a lot more battles ahead of us. Let's see how they go. And this is kind of baffling. This fleet is attacking my 7th fleet, which is one of the ones with, I think, 1 battleship, 2 cruisers, and 4 destroyers. They're attacking me with 1 cruiser and 4 destroyers. I don't think that that's very good odds, but I'm happy to oblige them. Gonna off-screen most of this, though, too. Actually, I'm just not even gonna watch this. I think it's probably fine if I let my very capable captains and admirals and whatnot. Yep. I think things went pretty well. Hey, alright, no damage. Brilliant. Oh my. This is a big one. Now, these are battleships, by the way, and they have a lot of anti-aircraft capabilities, so I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to tell them to attack the battleships, and just keep my fingers crossed. Oh my. Oh no. We're off to a bad start. You know, the squadrons aren't really that big is the problem. Hey! Alright! Landed a hit, but at what cost? Oh my god, we're losing a lot of planes. Oh shit! Why am I laughing? This is terrible! Mother of God! Oh no. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh no. This is really bad. I gotta laugh to keep from crying. We landed one hit. Oh my god. We have one more group. Oh, you magnificent bastards. We lost almost all of our planes, didn't we? We have 6 planes left. We lost 68. Oh my god. What the fuck happened? Wow. Oh god. Well, we know what's gonna happen here, so I'll skip ahead.